Okay, so it is Thrifting Tuesday, and I decided to come to a different Goodwill than the one I normally go to. It is only about 2 minutes away from Plato's Closet that I went to last week. So it's probably about 7 minutes away from the Goodwill that I usually go to. I got my coffee after I dropped my son off. Then came straight to Goodwill. I dropped off one bag of donations. My sister gave me a bunch of stuff to look through and resell, and I told her whatever I didn't need or didn't plan on reselling, I would, it's like a glare, I would donate to Goodwill for her. So, and she gave me 3 bags of stuff, and I have 2 bags full of things that I am going to donate. Not that they were in bad condition, it's just it didn't fit my listing criteria of at least $20 to $25 or more to make a, to list the item for $20 to $25 or more. A lot of her stuff was like new with tags, but the sizes that were on the tags didn't match with how the item looked. Like the item looked a lot smaller than the size tag said, so I knew it wasn't gonna sell right. It would be too difficult. A high possibility of returns or just sitting in my closet for too long. So I just dropped off 1 bag of donations. Next week I'll drop off another. And here they bring out a bin. You just put the donations inside of the bin that they bring out at the donation center, and you scan a QR code. And when I scan the QR code, you scan the QR code for a receipt, and it's right next to the door where you drop off your donation. So I was able to scan it before I got back in the car, and it downloads like a basic like Goodwill printable receipt that you have to fill in. And again, there is no coupon. So I guess maybe they're getting rid of coupons or they're not using them right now. So again, the plan is to go to different thrift stores besides my usual one every week, and I must buy at least 2 to 3 items. And I'm also looking for a couple of things for myself. I need a brown belt with a gold buckle. I have a brown belt with a silver buckle, so now I need a brown belt with a gold buckle. And I need brown knee-high boots. So if I can thrift them without paying full price, that's always going to be my go-to. So yeah. Today, what am I looking for? Higher cost items, or higher value items like shoes, boots, coats, jackets, shirts that are, and sweaters that are of good quality materials like wool, cashmere, silk, even 100% cotton if it's a really good, reliable brand that sells really well. What else? Jeans, premium jeans, made well, weather free, even certain Levi's. What else? Yeah, is it a gold? I found a pair of those at my usual Goodwill, and I sold them for like $100. They were worth a lot, and I only paid $5 for them. Pistola, Page, those kinds of brands. So high quality jeans that I can list for $20 to $25 or more. Even some Old Navy jeans sell really well. Like the mini skirts, midi denim skirts are doing really well right now and are on high demand, or bolo, and overalls. What else? Yeah, that's it. So we'll see what I come out with. I've only been to this Goodwill maybe twice in the past 10 or 15 years. It's in a extremely busy area. What's next to me? Costco is on the right side of me. I'm facing Goodwill now. So Costco is in the plaza on the right side. Whole Foods, Sephora is on the left side. Trader Joe's, Ulta, TJ Maxx is across the street, a little further down the street. So this is a very busy area. Yeah, the parking lot is kind of small, but then when I pulled up to the donation center, I see there's more parking in the back. So that's one reason why I never came, because I assumed the parking would be crazy, because it's one way in, one way out of this Goodwill. So stop talking, head in and see what I can find. Thrifting Tuesday. Oh, and check out my, everything I have on is thrifted. My pen I got from my usual Goodwill, my owl. This blazer is Old Navy. I don't know if it's men's or women's, but it's a size large. It has shoulder pads and it's super thick. My sunglasses are from Target. Turtleneck is actually Calvin Klein. I bought from Ross in Texas. Even my belt is thrifted. So everything I have on is thrifted. My jeans, Lucky Brand, thrifted. My earrings, Forever 21. No, not Forever 21. Claire's. Claire's. I got them from Claire's. Yeah. So let's go thrifting. Okay, so I realized that I forgot to record my mini haul from the other Goodwill store that I went to after Plato's Closet that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. And I ended up selling, I think, 3 out of the 4 items that I was able to thrift. So I thrifted, I believe, 4 items from this trip at this Goodwill. And the layout was a little bit different. I did notice the prices were a little bit higher than my usual Goodwill. I will say that the shoe section was large and a lot more organized. I wish I could have taken a video of at least the shoe section. They didn't really have a lot of like women's clothing, which is like more where I gravitate to towards when I'm thrifting, because that's what I know the most is the women's clothing and shoes. But yeah, so I was able to thrift 4 items and I believe I spent under $50. So yeah, 4 items. It had to be under $50. It was probably under $30 if I spent about $5 to $8 per item. I forgot what the color of the week was and everything, but I'm pretty sure whatever colors I bought, whatever items I bought, it was that color of the week, which was 50% off. So hopefully my memory will be jogged when I go through these items. All right, so the first item that I'm going to show are these blue jeans. They were brand new with tag. As you can see, the original price was $78. Oh, they were called Curve Appeal High Rise Comfort Waist Skinny Jeans, and a woman size 14, waist size 32. And they had like the stretchy waistband, as you can see on the inside, button and zipper closure. They were in excellent condition. I had never heard of this brand before, but since it was new with tag and my picks were pretty skimpy because I only purchased 4 items, I decided to give these a try. I did do a quick search on Poshmark for sold comps, and they actually sold pretty well. I wasn't even expecting to sell them for as much as I did. So you see, I listed them for 50 and they sold at my full asking price of $50. There was no haggling. I received a notification that someone purchased my item on Poshmark. So yes, I listed it as the Curve Appeal Paris Blue High Rise Comfort Waist Skinny Jeans, women's size 14, new with tag. The brand is Curve Appeal. Solid pattern, cotton, polyester, spandex blend. New with tags, excellent, no flaws. I did use keywords like high rise, high waist, stretch, comfortable, tummy tucking technology, casual, stretchy denim. I always include the measurements. And yeah, so I think I had these listed maybe a week and they sold super fast for my full asking price of $50. Now, I don't know, this tag might be, maybe it's a Macy's brand, or maybe because it has that concealed comfort waist that's showing right here, like no gap waist, tummy tucking technology. But basically a basic pair of jeans that are comfortable and flattering. Yeah. So I don't see the, I must have cut the tag off. Of course I cut the tag off from Goodwill. So I'm pretty sure I paid less than $6 for these jeans, and I made a really good profit on these. Okay, so the next item that I thrifted from that Goodwill store are these cute patent leather black Mary Jane block heel shoes. These are Mark Fisher, and I thought these were so cute. These are the Mark Fisher Paley Mary Janes. Yeah, Mark Fisher women's black patent leather Paley Mary Jane block heel, size 8 medium. The original like retail price was $140. I listed them for, I might have listed them for $50, and I sent out offers, and someone accepted my offer of $33. I believe after Poshmark's fees, I made a profit of $24 on these. And I think I only paid about $5 for these. These were a size 8, and I was so upset, or I should be grateful, because I wear a size 9. If these were my size, I would have kept these. These are something that I would definitely wear. They fit my personal style. I am just classic, preppy, chic with a little bit of trendy thrown in there. And I swear I would have rocked these. Now, I was not familiar with Mark Fisher. I've seen and heard of the brand before, but I never actually did the research. I did the research, a quick Poshmark sold comp check when I was in the store. I started with Google Lens and then decided to go with Poshmark. These are super clean. Look at the inside, how clean they look. The bottoms looked really good. All man-made materials, made in Vietnam. Just a very cute, classic, retro-inspired shoe. Yeah, I love these. And I knew someone was going to buy these really quickly, and they did. I got a lot of hits on them on Depop. And Poshmark. And I originally thought they were going to sell on Depop, but someone snatched them up on Poshmark before they sold on Depop. So the brand is Mark Fisher, size 8M. It's strappy, but it's really Mary Jane's. Square toe, buckle closure, excellent, no major flaws. There were like light scrapes on the inside, like the outer inside of the shoe, but that was really it. Yeah, so how did I describe them? Features: lightly padded footbed, brand logo accent, stitch trim, adjustable ankle strap, anti-slip sole, patent finish, square toe, man-made upper or faux patent leather. Heel height is 2.5 inches. You can like this for to receive offers. Yeah. So this person received them. They released the payment, gave me a rating that same day. I really like these shoes. If I find another pair of Mark Fisher shoes in my size, these are mine. Well, not these are mine, but the next pair that I find, if I ever find another pair of Mark Fisher shoes or any style shoe, it doesn't even matter the brand, just as long as it's a good quality shoe, then and it's in my size, I'm keeping that shoe. The next purchase from that Goodwill store were these, and as you can see, they've already sold, and I've just sold them over the weekend. Today is, what's today, Monday? Yes, Monday, December 2nd. So I've had these for a month, but I just listed them maybe 2 weeks ago. So I had them sitting in my money pile for 2 weeks. Finally got up enough energy to list them. Again, these are very clean on the inside, the outside, a classic minimalist, versatile shoe that you can dress up or dress down. They are also Mark Fisher. They are the Mark Fisher women's black Kalea suede leather pointy toe wedge heels, size 7.5, medium. It's a pointed toe, slip on, solid pattern, suede upper leather, balanced man-made, pre-owned, excellent, no major flaws. Maybe someone might have worn them once, but look at the bottoms. They are really clean, and the inside. There were no signs of wear on the inside, but since there's no tag, there's no box, I just listed pre-owned and in excellent condition, right? Features: pointed toe, wedge heel, synthetic lining, lightly padded footbed, black suede leather material, slip-on design, wedge height 3 inches. Style tags I used were minimalist, party, career, versatile. I just listed these, or I dropped the price on these this weekend because of the Black Friday sales, then the Small Business Saturday, Secondhand Sunday, and today is Cyber Monday. So I dropped my prices really low so I can move products before the end of this quarter and make a little bit of a profit. I originally had these shoes listed for $50, I believe. And then I dropped my prices down 50% in my closet on almost all items, minus anything listed over the weekend because the sale didn't apply to new listings, just listings that were already in my closet as of Friday afternoon, which was right after Thanksgiving. I listed these for $50. They went on sale in my closet for 50% off. And I sent out, must have been 15% off offers plus discounted shipping. So someone snatched up the offer. They paid $20 for these and $5.95 shipping. I don't remember how much I might have gotten, maybe $16 in profit for these. Not a great profit, but I think I only paid about $4 or $5 for them. So it's still a profit, and I'll take whatever I can get right now. Cute heel. Not really my style, but I know good quality and that someone would love to have these shoes. They can rock these shoes. They probably would look really good with some cropped straight leg jeans or a nice skirt or something flowy. Okay, so the last thing that I thrifted from the Goodwill that I went to this last Thrifting Tuesday were these Michael Kors jegging jean blue indigo new with tag size small women's pants. How did I word it? So I labeled it in the title as Michael Kors blue indigo core of Kors stretch denim jeggings women's size small, and I listed them for $50. They were brand new with tag, or they are brand new with tag, size small, Michael Kors. cotton polyester elastane blend. I put the condition new with tags, but there is one small pole near the waistband and left front faux pocket. I try to be as descriptive as possible and show pictures of any flaws in the listing, because I do not want my customers to get the item and then I have a case opened up and an unsatisfied customer and I don't get paid. So I try to avoid all of that by making sure I list all of the flaws in the listing. Features: sleek silhouette, mid-rise, pull-on style, skinny fit through hips and thighs, golden hardware, Malang like indigo wash, decorative front fly, good stretch, machine washable. I always put the measurements, laid flat, length, waist, rise, inseam, because with pre-owned clothing or with reselling, it's not like you're buying the items right out of the store that they came from. Most of the time, a lot of the time, the items are thrifted or they were pre-owned, so they've been worn or tried on. So I like to give the measurements so people can see if the item actually fits them, not just based on the size that is printed on the tag. And plus, in the past, a lot of interested buyers were asking me in the comments or in their bundle, hey, what are the measurements? What are the pit to pit or the bust or the length? So to cut down on time in those questions, because they take time to answer, now I make that a part of my template when I do my description, and I always put the measurements for everything. So far, I don't have any likes on the item, but I'm going to keep them listed at $50. I might lower the price. I might send out 50% off offers to likers. As you can see, the tag is still there. They came from Macy's. There's that little tiny pole right there. I don't even know if you can see it, but even though it's that small, I still list it in the description as well as take a picture of it, because I do not want my customers to be surprised, like, oh, this wasn't mentioned, and then the case gets opened up and all of that. And I did use a stock photo. And Poshmark and eBay are probably the only places I will use a stock photo, only if I feel like my pictures don't really show how the item would look, especially with like leggings or jeggings. So I did pull up a stock photo to list. I don't use them on Depop because you're not supposed to, but just so the customer can see how the item looks worn or on. And I personally do not try on items because I'm a seller. I'm not a model, or, you know, I just don't feel comfortable taking pictures of the clothes with them on and then listing them. Okay, so that was that for that trip to Goodwill that I went to for Thrifting Tuesday this week. I must say that the store did have a better shoe section. Like, the shoes were a lot cleaner. They were a lot nicer and more organized than the Goodwill I usually go to, even though I still like my usual Goodwill because it's just so familiar to me and I know the layout and the prices are a little bit cheaper. I did go back to, because this was right before Halloween, and me and my family are big Halloween people. We trick or treat. We go to all of the Halloween events in our town. So when it came time to look for a Halloween costume for my son, I said, why not go thrifting? Because we always donate our costumes every year. After we're done with them, we wash them, we donate them back to the thrift store. So I said, why not see if they have anything interesting? Went to my usual Goodwill. They had costumes, but nothing that my son would want. He's a big superhero fan, Marvel, DC, all of those things. So it's either Spider-Man or something along those lines, or nothing. So I left my usual Goodwill and I said, hey, let me try this new Goodwill that I went to. And I went to the new Goodwill and their costume section was so immaculate. and well put together. And they must have had a huge donation from Target, because they had a ton of brand new costumes from Target, still packaged up, not open, the prices on them. I think they were from the year before, but still for a good deal. And they were $5.99 brand new, originally priced $25. And they had Spider-Man, they had Hulk, they had Wolverine, a ton of them. So I purchased my son the Blue Beetle. We had just watched Blue Beetle on DVD. We borrowed it from the library because we're library people, and it's just cheaper. It saved our family so much money. We just watched Blue Beetle right before this, and my son watched that movie a couple times, and he really liked the Blue Beetle. So I text my husband. I say, hey, they have brand new Blue Beetle costumes, all sizes. It was fantastic. And they're only $5.99. I said I can get the Blue Beetle, or I can get Bumblebee. They also had a Bumblebee costume, brand new, all sizes. And my husband's like, no, get the Blue Beetle. He'll love it. So I got the Blue Beetle for $5.99. My son came home from school. It was hanging up on his door of his room, and he was so excited. $5.99 for a brand new costume from Goodwill. And we had 5 or 6 Halloween events to attend this year. A couple at his school. He had a Halloween parade, trick-or-treat street inside of the school. We had an outdoor trick-or-treat event in our town. 2 of them, actually, on 2 separate days in our town, Halloween events. And plus trick-or-treating on Halloween. And there was a Halloween party at our library. We went to all of those events. He wore that costume to every event. And it was all within like 7 days up until Halloween. It was so good. I kept the package because I knew I was going to donate it back to Goodwill, because somebody else could get a lot of use out of it. And if I can keep it in immaculate condition, they'll feel just as ecstatic as we did when I bought the costume from Goodwill. And so I saved the package that the mask came in. I saved the like the cardboard part that shows you a picture of the costume, how much it costs and what it's made of and all of that. So the day after Halloween, I washed it, and then I hung it back up on the hanger, put the cardboard back on it, put the mask back inside of the plastic packaging it came in, and taped it up. And then I donated it right back to Goodwill on that next Tuesday after Halloween, because I believe Halloween fell on like a Thursday or Friday this year. So, and it just felt really good to do that, to know that not only am I saving myself money by thrifting and making money by thrifting and reselling, I'm also giving back to those people who are just like me and want to save money, or are on a really strict budget and just cannot spend $25 to $30 or more dollars on a Halloween costume, but still wants to get a nice costume for their child or for a child. They can just go to the thrift store and get one in really good condition. So yeah, now I know where to go to get good costumes and shoes if I can't find any at my own Goodwill that I like to go to, my favorite Goodwill that I like to go to. So yeah, so for more videos on my life as a stay-at-home mom, a part-time reseller trying to scale her business into at least the mid 5 figures within the next year or 2. If you're just interested in my little anecdotes, or maybe I'll post vlogs, reselling tips and tricks. If you like what you see that I list and you're interested in purchasing anything from my closet on Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, or eBay, you can click the links in the description box for any of that. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I can really use the followers. Thank you so much. Bye.